Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Jets. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Cup. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Rodgers now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Hall. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now it's Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Hall again on 2nd down. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Shifts past him at the 45. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 31 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Get it now. Let's go. Let's go. Do your thing. Let's go, baby. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Let's go. Let's get some love. Big time love. Get something together. Come on, show what you got. Let's go now. Let's go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's be serious. We gotta do it. They can't stop us. Nothing's free.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the draw, it's Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now Burrow on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Able to find Higgins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jets 10.
Let's go get it now. Let's go. Let's go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Finding room at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Burrow looking to pass. Pretty move.
Open man is Chase, complete.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. First down, here's Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, that's taken in by Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Drew Chrisman now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Hardman on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Chase. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ball again on 2nd down. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards. yards and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Paul again. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Straight ahead is Hall. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Ooh, with a juke. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Complete to Joe Mixon. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 24-yard line.
2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Let's go. Bring it. Go get him now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Allen Lazard. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 54 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
17.
Touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 5. First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. A nice little juke. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Burrow will throw. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Complete to Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Again, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Asiasi from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
It's showtime, baby. Nobody else to make it. You make it work. That's right. Y'all go right now. Let's go do this thing, baby. Rock and roll, baby. I bet you want it, boys. Let's do this.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Paul on to give up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 11. 1:50 to play. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Finding Hardman, gets around him, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Rodgers again now. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.